my name is Kat Green. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, originally in Canada, and right now I'm 22 years old.
Nice. Yeah. And you used to have a lot of health issues?
Yeah, luckily, fortunately, that's a thing of the past now. It was consumed my life beforehand. I had a number of health issues. When I was growing up, I always had a lot of headaches, a lot of migraines. Sometimes I wouldn't go to school because I would just have headaches. I had a lot of acne when I was growing up. I felt, to put it lightly, I felt really like emotionally imbalanced. I suffered a lot through my teen years, being depressed and just not feeling good, not feeling great about life. You know, I'd have good days, but then I'd have really, really bad days. And a lot of the time just feeling feeling like displeased and like I was missing out on something, like there was an answer out there that I wasn't getting, and that really encouraged me to pursue health and really do research about health. I became vegetarian when I was very young, and then vegan as I got older.
And did you feel any difference from that?
Yeah, when I went vegan after being vegetarian, because when I was vegetarian I was doing like, you know, you can still be unhealthy vegetarian, you can still have cookies and pastas and crackers and high fat. So I was doing it that way. And when I went vegan, I cut out all like processed stuff and sugars, and that was like a total shift in consciousness came about with that too, because it was just like, you're so clean, you're detoxing, you're cleaning yourself out, and I just felt amazing. And then that encouraged me to keep pursuing health, and I found the raw food diet through internet. I was just doing research and reading and YouTube videos, lots of YouTube videos. And I just, I remember when I found someone talking about raw food, I was like, oh my gosh, this just makes sense. Like everything resonated so highly with me. So I got into that. I did the gourmet raw thing, and
How did you feel that on your body?
Doing gourmet raw? I felt that it was very delicious. But I also found that it kind of went south because I was still having a lot of things that were addictive and stimulating, like spices and salt, high fat diets that were really would leave me feeling lethargic, ultimately. And you don't want food to make you feel lethargic. You want it to be what it's supposed to be, like energizing and supportive, health supportive, and it wasn't feeling that way. So I kept researching. I was like, I know there's an answer out here. And I came across 80-10-10. I came across someone talking about Dr. Doug Graham, and then I read that book, and it was like the light switched finally, and I haven't looked back since. Like I haven't been doing anything different.
So how long have you been raw or 80-10-10 by now?
I have been raw for about 4 years, over 4 years, and doing 80-10-10 over 2 years. Okay.
And what did you experience when you started 80-10-10?
Just like clarity of mind, I would say, is the biggest thing. Definitely an energy change, definitely an energy change. And acne went away, and I don't have headaches anymore or anything like that. I don't feel...
When did they go away?
Those went away when I went vegan and cut out the processed stuff. And then when I went 80-10-10, a lot of this diet and a lot of the reason that I have stayed on this diet is the emotional reasons. I just feel so much more stable, and I'm like, I can say that I'm more of a joy to be around than I was before. I'm not like depressed all the time. I'm just more easygoing. I just feel more balanced. And that was the biggest thing.
And do you think you'll ever eat another way?
No. I mean, I'm an open-minded person. I will say that, and I'm open. You know, I never want to say never, but it just doesn't make sense to do anything different right now. It just doesn't make sense.
And if you were to give a good advice to somebody who's going to try this diet and want to heal something, what should that advice be?
Gosh, there's really a lot to say under this. The first thing that comes to mind is I would just say, go for it. I would say go out Next time you're at the grocery store, next time you're at a farmer's market, go and buy something in bulk. Buy your favorite fruit in bulk. Whether it's peaches, whether it's mangoes, something organic and delicious and ripe, buy it in bulk and you'll have it in your house. And trust me, people think to start off with, oh my gosh, a mono meal of like 10 mangoes, that's so much. But you'll do it. If it's in your house, you'll do it. And you'll choose those mangoes over the cookies in your pantry or whatever else there is. So that's one really important thing. Another really important thing that's changed my life is drinking more water. It's so simple, and the best way to start my day is a liter of water. And I can't tell you, that's really transforming. And what else would I say? I would say get connected with other people who are interested in doing this diet. I mean, today we're out, we're having a fruit picnic at the park, and there are communities in every part of the world. If you're not into like hanging out with these people right away because you're nervous about it, there's online forums, there's 30 bananas a day, there's all these websites out there that you can start building communities, and that's really important because there's a lot of people in the world that will tell you otherwise, and it's nice to be supported by other people who are in the same path.
And you have done a cookbook or a recipe book?
Yes, well, an uncooked book. So in transitioning to 80-10-10 and working with other people who are transitioning to 80-10-10, I'm finding that they need something to bridge the gap between mono meals, because mono meals is pretty extreme for people, so they need something in between their standard American diet or their vegan diet or even their gourmet raw diet and mono meals. There needs to be something in the middle to get them there. And so my recipe book kind of gives them that support they need, you know, eating a little bit more. I call it like gourmet 80-10-10,
right,
where you can still have like pasta dishes and things like this, but it's all low fat. There's no nuts in it. There's no salt in it. There's no gluten, none of that.
And if anybody wanted to get this, where can they get it?
Yes, I'll have a link below where you can purchase it. Yeah,
okay.
There's over 60 recipes. It's really pretty affordable for 60 recipes.
Nice. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thanks, Louise.
And yeah, all the best and love luck. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Hvis du gerne vil vide mere om, hvordan folk helbreder sig selv på denne måde, kan du downloade min gratis Kom i gang guide på min hjemmeside. Du kan også læse meget mere i min bog Naturligt Rask del 1 og 2, eller i mine e-bøger, som du også finder på min hjemmeside. Adressen er www.raskpåraw.dk.